Welcome back everyone to another Hearthstone tutorial. If you recently have played, you should have noticed the Whispers of the Old Gods update. Blizzard threw 134 new cards into the fray, shaking up the meta again. Today, we will be looking at my new favorite deck, C'Thun Mage. It works at strictly holding board control until your C'Thun is large enough for lethal. It's a basic to intermediate deck, and it's moderately cheap and requires no extra legendaries, other than C'Thun of course. As with many other decks I've showcased in previous videos, they all require early board control. Asserting dominance over the board makes it difficult for the opponent to place minions. No minions means no combos or synergies are available early, and this can lead to catastrophic deck failure for your opponents. The key to board control is making the first move. The crucial mistake that most players make is that they're scared to trade. When you don't trade, the opponent has a chance to steal board control by using a spell or a minion with a damaging battle cry to regain control and dominance over the board. The deck that I am using has been posted on Hearthstone. You can view it through the link in the description below. Feel free to suggest modifications to the deck in the comments. Since he really doesn't have any board control, it's completely fine to use Arcane Intellect to fill my hand up. If he had more presence on the board, I would have to focus on clearing that first. Card control is important, but not as much compared to board control, since cards like Flame Strike, Elemental Destruction, and Twisting Nether can clear a board almost instantly. Azure Drake is an all-around great card for Mage and Shaman, because both classes tend to use more cards than others, and both have more than a few burst damage spells at their disposal. This is a good card at making spells such as Frostbolt effective in late game removal situations. Flametongue Totem is a quick and easy way for Shaman to use a small minion to make a cost-friendly trade in their favor. Luckily for me, Flametongue Totems are fairly weak in terms of health and can be killed by most small minions or spells. Look at the order of which I kill the Flametongue Totems to keep my other Disciple of C'Thun alive. By themselves, the totems only have 0 attack, but next to each other, they have 2 attack. By killing the left one first with projectiles, it ensures that the right one has no attack, posing no threat to my Disciple of C'Thun. I decide to throw my C'Thun's Chosen instead of my Shield Master because the Divine Shield and good attack keeps it free from trades and being effective in dealing face damage. Bran Bronzebeard is a dangerous card to let roam. His stats are admittedly low for his cost and rarity, but he more than makes up for it in his ability. Some cards become impossibly strong if you let your opponent keep Bran alive, such as C'Thun, Gormok the Impaler, and Coldlight Seer. Since I have no positive traits in this situation, I play my Shield Master to keep him from getting good traits with his other minions. This keeps him forced to keep laying minion after minion, even though it isn't ideal for him to do so. Slowly, my C'Thun has gained attack over the gradual buffs that I've been applying to him. I want my C'Thun to be large by the time that I draw it. Holding a small C'Thun in your hand is unfortunate, but I suggest you not to use it until it's large enough or completely necessary to save you or win the game. The small bits of damage that you can deal is just as important as the massive bursts. I throw my Mana Rim before my Fireball to get that small but important 1 extra attack, which might help later in trades. Even in mid to late game, I still need to keep his board presence to a minimum. If left unchecked, a single card can turn the tables on me and leave me vying for my previous board presence. I see that because he used his Mana-Tide Totem, he currently doesn't have any good late game cards in his hand. Also, I forced his health low enough to prompt a Healing Wave from him. Healing Wave is either an okay card or a great card, based on whether or not the player wins the joust. He still has the same problem from turn 4. I have board control and he doesn't. The amount of damage I can deal is increased with each turn he doesn't deal with my board. All the while, my C'Thun is slowly becoming a serious threat. His C'Thun is large, but not big enough to wipe my board. But he has placed a 12/12 minion out, which is the closest he's gotten to gaining my board. Polymorph is an effective card to essentially destroy a large or threatening minion, such as Doomsayer, C'Thun, and Sneed's Old Shredder. If I can keep my board intact until next turn, I can use my Fireball to remove a taunt minion or finish the game entirely. Good players save their damage spells until the end when they really need it. This has been my C'Thun deck showcase. Again, the link is in the description below. Tune in next time for another showcase. Thanks. For today, that's all. For tomorrow, I hope I'll be back. And I hope you will too. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Write down in the comments below what you want to learn about in the future. I play a lot of Hearthstone, so I'm available for comments. Thanks. See you in the next video.